Hey everybody, this is Stuart with Wine on the Diamond. Today I'm going to be reviewing the 2021 Orsi Family Wines Montepulciano. It's from Dry Creek Valley in Sonoma County, California. It is 13.8% alcohol by volume, and Orsi Family Wines is going to be the guest for tonight's Pink Society chat on Twitter. So all you need to do is go on X, Twitter, whatever people call it, go there, search hashtag Pink Society at 8 p.m. Central. You'll find the chat, and then if you want to respond, just use the same hashtag and you're part of the party. The theme is going to be Italian food and wine, so it's going to be very interesting because I hear those things go together. And yeah, anyway, let's take a look at this wine. All right, from a color standpoint, I'm going to give you I'm going to say medium ruby, no artifacts, no cloudiness. All right, on the nose. So there's a nice mallow note that I'm getting on the nose. It's this like kind of like a plum, a blackberry, kind of like a soft cottage cheese type of note. There's like a little bit of like a baking spices. I'm trying to figure out which ones though. I want to be a little bit specific on it if I can. It smells like there's thyme, like fresh thyme from my garden. In terms of those baking spices, it's a little rough because it's almost reminding me of like a slight mix of allspice and a little bit of clove. There's also a very slight touch of a dark chocolate note in here. And I'm going to say there's also a bit of black cherry. And to finish off the nose, alcohol smells medium. And the nose intensity is medium plus. It actually kicks a little bit in the glass. Let's see how it tastes though. It's a medium body wine, medium alcohol. The acid is medium plus. The tannins are medium tannins. And they're very kind of silty in terms of the texture. Like, I don't know how to say it other than silty. It's silty. The fruit itself is a little bit interesting because the black cherry note I'm getting is like a fresh black cherry. The plum, it almost feels like it's a little bit more of a stewed plum in a way. And also, I swear I'm getting like, I don't remember this being sort of a characteristic of the grape, and I'm not getting it on the nose, but I almost feel like there's a little bit of like a slight tomato hint to this. It shows up more on the mid palate than anywhere else. And that's why I think my brain's kind of playing tricks on me. Those baking spices are there. That thyme is there. The blackberry is like a tart blackberry. So, like I said, there's a lot. Everything you smell is there. It's just the way it presents itself on the palate overall is doing different things in different places. Even like going into those spices. For example, the allspice almost tastes like it's like toasted, and the cloves almost taste like they're more on the raw side. So there's some interesting things that are happening on the palate regarding this with the way that each individual element is presenting itself. Whether that's good or bad, I mean, that's up for you to decide. I mean, I'll have my rating here in a bit, but you can get a bottle of this and try it yourself if you're interested to see kind of what I'm talking about. As for the finish, it's a medium plus finish, and I think that pretty much covers, oh, it's a dry wine. Yeah, that covers everything. Let's go ahead and get to the blick. From a balance standpoint, full point. I like the actual texture of the wine. I like the acid. I like pretty much all the components of the body are working well. I would say if you had more acid, you'd be out of balance. If you had more tannins, you'd be out of balance unless you had more body to support it. So with where you're currently at, I think you're in a good spot. So full point. Length, medium plus finish, 0.75. Intensity, medium plus on the nose and palate, so 0.75 there. So I'm really having to think about the complexity here because I am getting primary elements and they all present themselves a little bit differently. I'm getting secondary elements and I'm getting mallow. I'm trying to think of how I should rate this. So you have primary, you have secondary, you don't have tertiary. I don't know if I expect it in a 2021, to be honest, so let's just cut that out. In terms of the way I'm viewing this, I feel like I'm going to give you, let's go 2/3 of a point. I still feel like there's a little bit of expression that could be had in terms of the depth on the primary, but I do like the fact that I'm getting more secondary than a lot of wines I've received recently, so I do thank you for that. So once you add everything up, it's a very good wine. So I was sent 2 very good wines by Orsi. That doesn't happen often whenever I receive these wines for Pink Society chats. Sometimes I get 2 that are good, sometimes I get one that's very good, one that's good. There have been some occasions where I don't get some that fall within the good realm. They fall a little bit lower, but in this case, I'm very excited about it. And as I mentioned, the theme is Italian food and wine. So I'm really interested to see what they say that this wine pairs with on the chat. And also the other one that I reviewed. And if you haven't gotten to see that video yet, go watch it up there. Anyway, this has been Stuart with Wine on the Dime. If you like today's review, please like, subscribe, and comment. Have you had the Orsi Family Wines Montepulciano? I'd be interested to know if you have. Leave a comment below, and I will see y'all all tonight at 8 p.m. Central for the Twitter/X Pink Society chat. #Pink Society. Join us. I'll see you there.